Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Thousand Dresses by Aarti. So today I'm making this beautiful princess gown for my sister's birthday. So let's start. So I went to my favorite market Lajpat Nagar. I bought 5 meters of Japanese satin for the base and 12 meters of glitter tulle net. The spoiler alert is the net was not enough because when you're making a princess gown, fabric is like french fries. No matter how much you buy, it's never enough. For the skirts, I cut big skirts to get that ball gown flare. A quick tip, always fold your fabric properly before cutting circles, otherwise you end up with a UFO shape instead of a gown. Next, the corset. For corset, I used my previously drafted pattern and cut it out of satin and then finally fused it for the perfect fit. Next, I cut 5-inch strips from 4.5 meters of net. Most of the part of the video I'm using 5x or 10x or 30x speed because nobody has the patience to watch me sew for 4 hours, not even me. Here I am adding the loops in the back of the corset. Now comes the handwork part. So here I'm adding a double-hearted shape design with mirror and glitter embroidery in the corset part. It gives a beautiful sparkle effect to the corset, and the tip will be like when doing mirror work, always secure the edges with tight stitching. Otherwise one day your gown will sparkle less and your guest shoes will sparkle more. Trust me, mirrors are tricky. If you don't secure them well, they have a habit of saying bye and dropping off at the worst time. So yeah, do it properly. And here's the first trial. Corset with just one brown layer. It felt like watching a movie trailer. You get excited and hope the ending will be worth it. Then I cut extra circles from the resourced fabric to add more depth and flare to the gown. Cutting ruffles is one thing, stitching them on is another. At some point I swear I started dreaming about ruffles chasing me, but little life hack for you in here: if you want perfect gathers, always keep your stitch length long and tensions loose. Saves a lot of your time. Now comes my favorite and also most time consuming part, which is the handmade couture flowers. So for the corset center I'm going to make a satin rose. So for that I'm going to cut the circles out of the satin. So I'm going to cut like around lots of layers of the circle at once so that I save my time. And after cutting the circles, I'm going to burn the edges for petals with the help of a candle. And then I'll glue them on the glass to give a petal-like look, and then turn them upside down and flip it, and boom. Ta-da! Here is our beautiful handmade rose flower. Isn't it looking like a real flower? Next up is another different kind of a flower that I'm going to make with the help of the glittery net that I bought. And I'm going to make a very small little flowers that I'm going to use on the strap of the corset to make it look like little pretty and beautiful. And here I'm putting the straps back on the corset. Now I'm going to paste the flowers on the straps of the corset. And now I'll quickly secure the beautiful handmade flower on the corset. Then came the 3D glitter net flowers. Oh my god, my first time I sat with an embroidery frame for 6 hours and ended up with only 8 flowers. 6 hours for 8 little flowers. Respect to couture designer, guys. This is no joke. And then here I'm using a soldering machine to separate them to burn out the edges, and look how pretty they are looking finally. So it's all worth it in the end. And finally I'm going to stitch these flowers with the beads to make a dreamy strap. And finally, after countless threads and chai breaks, the gown is ready. The fun fact is this gown actually has two looks, with frills for full drama or without for a softer vibe. So that's it for the video. If you enjoyed this behind the scenes journey, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.